Man, this theme is a banger on this course.
Oh man, you can't play the kebab house without me.
What do you mean?
That sounds like a good map.
I mean, so
We'll
is
see.
Beetlejuice.
I'll experience
Oh.
it vicariously.
Oh.
We all got that same outcome.
The guy who invented Christ Air got arrested for
Oh,
failing to appear in
Christ
court.
Oh.
I thought it was something cool.
Well, what was he supposed to appear in court for?
Drugs?
Okay, that's kind of cool.
I guess.
I guess.
how hard is it to just like evade court like indefinitely?
Why do you need?
There are
Why do
people
you
that
need
do
to
this,
know?
right?
I thought you had a legit.
I'm just
business.
hypothetically. I'm just saying. If everyone's like, come,
You'd have to move somewhere where no one can find you, essentially.
like Nebraska or something.
The fact that
right?
the fact that warrants are a common thing, decently easy.
But most of them are like on a state level, right? Like, what if I just piss off the state of New Jersey?
If you just like disappear, like they're gonna like send your warrant out to the rest of the country.
Oh man, that happens.
Yeah.
All right.
Go to.
I think it depends also on the crime.
Go to Alaska. No one ever goes there
It's just not worth it.
on purpose.
And like, if I just gave up
No,
my, if I just gave up my identity, like, no, I'm Curtis. I don't have a last name. Like, how could they get me? Honestly.
I mean,
Wow, I
you
got
have
grief
no
by that
form
cat
of
statue.
identification, so that would give you a lot
Hey,
of
hey, but
control.
look. Yeah, but like, they can't pin me with a crime. The original crime is real bad. I'm sure not having an ID is fine.
It's probably okay.
Well, I mean, it depends.
Just don't-
So
just
if
don't do
you
any
fail to
additional
appear in court,
crimes.
That means. So if you fail to appear in court, and that means you were at least arrested for the first crime. So they'd
Right.
have a picture of you.
Grow a beard.
It's not me. A lot of people look like that.
Yeah, they don't have a picture of Curtis, the bearded man in Alaska.
Or whenever you're about to do a crime, grow a full beard and grow your hair out, and then just shave and
Also
stay
do
shaved.
prints, usually.
Well, just don't get arrested twice.
But yeah, so yeah, I guess as
Yeah,
long
like-
as you can avoid being arrested again.
Like me, I'm a criminal. Like, I suck ass. But Curtis would never hurt a fly.
Whoa, I made it.
Well, so here's the thing. If you're Curtis and you have no identification, if you ever get pulled over, that's where the problem comes.
That's the don't do crime part.
in. Yeah,
Or you just don't drive cars anymore. I feel like driving cars is a trap. That's how the cops get you every time. Look, oh, your tail light was out. Fuck you. No, it's not.
Go. I'm telling you, go live in a cabin in Alaska.
Yeah, I think that's it.
No one
That's
gives a shit.
Yeah.
You
You could drive around at night with no lights on and no one's gonna pull you over because there's no one there, Cyan.
yeah,
You
they
do all the crimes you want, technically.
they do not care.
God, I fucked that timing up so bad.
I don't know if I'd be able to make it out there. I'm gonna be honest.
Why not? All you have to do is hunt and kill and be able to sustain yourself.
They give you free money to live there, Cyan.
That is true.
They do.
No, they wouldn't give Curtis
All
money.
that
though.
oil money.
Well, that's true. You might need to be able to prove you're like a citizen.
Yeah, you would have to be able to prove you.
I'm gonna.
You could theoretically falsify documents and get like a fake.
Hey,
I could just say that I'm one of
Stop
the
working.
indigenous people.
honestly, going onto a reservation is a legitimate strategy.
I'm a free man on the land.
Well, because they're not officially under control of the United States government.
Because it's its own technical.
Yeah, but then I'm subject to tribal law, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
What does that mean for me, Walter? What's
It really
tribal
depends
law?
on the tribe.
Yes, it depends what your if it was against the United States government, you have a pretty good chance of them not putting tribal law against you.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
Yes, that actually, yeah, you have a very good chance. They might welcome you, actually.
Oh,
Yeah. If you manage to get a large amount of funds and then give them some of it, you're probably also good. As long as it didn't come from them originally.
Right.
Why are you asking all these questions, Cyan?
It's just an interesting hypothetical.
just
I
a
see.
casual question.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Betray America, become Native American. Return to nature?
I think you can also go to some Amish communities that might be more your speed.
No, the Amish are very American. I know this. I live near them.
Well, the Amish also suffer from not having any tech, which
They have
Native
no
Americans
tech.
do have.
Yeah.
They will have phones and computers. The Amish will not.
But think
Yeah.
of all
Yeah.
the good practical skills you'll get.
Did you not see though the tweets of the fucking Amish buggies, like 20 of them at a time, like rolling out with their MAGA flags to vote?
Yeah.
The boys are back in town. I think anyone who acknowledges the government, they're like, no, criminal, you cannot
Oh, no.
stay.
I shouldn't have jumped.
No, I'm pretty sure the Amish are pretty willing to accept people that like conform to their ways due to most of their kids leaving because it sucks.
Yes.
Yeah.
It depends which community you go to.
At what point is it worse than jail, though?
Depends on your view.
Also depends on the jail and the term of stay.
I honestly think that jail like isn't that bad. It's a
Depends
weird
on the
thing to
jail
say.
and the term of stay.
Depends on
Like you got to do some comfy shit,
Definitely.
man. Like one, you're gonna get ripped. That's a default. You've nothing to fucking do but work out. You're gonna become jacked. Two, you get like a free library and shit. You can just like read books all
It's
day.
not-
You don't have to work.
It's not an extensive library.
I'm sure I won't finish all the books
You will.
during my stay. Oh man.
Yeah, Cyan, every book has to be so small that you can't hide a shiv in it.
Look, I'm not going. Look, man, I'm not going to that kind of prison. I'll go to a good.
It
boy
depends.
prison, you know?
What crime did you commit?
Yeah.
I didn't commit any crime. Are you recording?
Yeah, I'm recording
Yeah,
and
we're live on
streaming.
Twitch.tv right now.
All right, I am innocent, but I'm just saying that somebody did commit these crimes.
Oh, almost.
Yeah. Like a
Jail.
lot of I don't know, it's kind of like the difference of like the white collar criminal, which often has a less terrible prison than, you know, the homicidal maniac, you know?
Did you locate some gold? Cyan?
I didn't do anything. I've been quarantined
Hypothetically.
like a good citizen. I wouldn't be.
Yeah. If you were going to choose a
No
crime to
comment.
do,
If you're gonna pick a crime that you think you would be okay committing,
yeah, what would it be?
What would you guys go for? We could be in on this together.
it's not illegal to talk about doing crimes, only to do crimes. Unless it's certain.
Yeah.
Unless
Well,
it's certain specific
I
crimes.
Hold on.
There are
No, no,
specific
no.
crimes
So-
you can't talk about.
Yes.
What?
Allow me to say yes. So allow me to elaborate on Walter's point. There are there are crimes that you should never talk about doing, because even that can sometimes be considered enough of a preparatory step to get you in hot water.
Yes, there are certain terroristic
incredible.
threats that you shouldn't
Yes,
make.
such as like, I'm
Don't
going
say
to. Like if you're going to like blow something up or do something very very
No.
bad, that.
Wait, where is that portal coming from?
If you were,
What?
oh, it's over here. It's behind the rocks. I
What if
Wow.
somebody
I almost
said,
made it into it.
What if my fictional character in this book said,
It's
I
a
think
fictional
robbing
character
banks
in a
would be
book is
cool.
different.
Look,
Yeah,
robbing,
they can't be arrested. They're not
yeah,
real.
robbing banks is a classic.
They're not real.
It's a victimless crime.
What?
It is.
"Is it? The banks are insured, right?"
Yes.
Yeah, and anyone who does not meet the insured amount can afford to lose the money, honestly. If you have a $250,000 just sitting in a bank doing nothing, you should be robbed. And probably are being robbed by the bank currently, as we speak.
Anything's possible.
Shameful bogue.
Oh, I would-
How do you guys feel about heavy taxation of the rich comrades? Do you agree with it? Do you think there's such thing as
Has to
excessive
pay
wealth?
their fucking
why do you
share.
ask, brother?
No, I'm big on I'm big on equal across the board.
You
Just like
you
equal-
support
yeah,
you
just like
support a
equal
flat
percentage.
tax?
Yeah, I support a flat tax.
I'm fine with that.
Why?
Why would you not?
But shouldn't it be like rated on how much people can afford to pay?
I'm okay with our
No.
current incremental system.
I think that when people are like below the poverty line, maybe they shouldn't be taxed as much.
I'll say
Well, you won't be taxed as much. You just will be taxed as much percentage-wise.
Yeah, but if they're like already starving, maybe that couple dollars matters, you know?
the poor effective in the refunds.
Oh, Walter. You're
Oh,
so
you
lucky.
sweet boy. You think that's true?
No, but I work with somebody who says that every time they bring up tax codes, no matter what.
Oh, so they're an idiot.
Correct.
I mean, I once knew someone who said everyone else should pay taxes but me, and I asked them why, and they said because I don't want to have to pay taxes, and I said that doesn't make any sense.
Well, what if some people... Do you know that fucked up line on your W-2 rank saying, I want to give extra money to the government of my own accord? I would like to pay extra tax.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's real. Somebody somewhere.
We just glossed over
Somebody
it.
somewhere does that.
Okay, well,
That person
that's
can pay
fine, I
taxes.
guess.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's like... Without even the... What were you going to say, Walter?
chances are I'll never make over $400,000. So I'm fine if they increase the taxes for that.
Just because you're not the one who's going to make that much?
Yeah, because it's also only the amount over 400,000. So even if I do, I'm still not getting taxed that much.
That's true.
But what if you did make that much? Then would it be okay?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Fine,
agree.
because you're making so
Yeah.
much money anyway. Who
That's
gives
what
a
I'm
shit?
saying. Like, if you make like fucking over $1 million a year, like at what point are you just raising your high score?
I already
But
have
doesn't-
very
excess funds, and I am not that rich. So if I made a lot more, if I made over 400,000, then I don't know what I'd do with all the money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like there's no
It really
one
is,
needs
Simon,
that
you're just
much.
increasing your high score. How much
Yeah.
do you get?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a classic in video games. Watch the number go up.
Yeah,
It's just like that in real life.
Just
it's like
just like with the stock market.
Yeah.
That goes down a lot too.
Yeah.
Legal gambling.
Yes, I don't like that part, but everything
It
else.
definitely is.
You can gamble in every state, and it's called the stock market.
Yes.
The weird thing is why you can't gamble on other things.
Cyan, have you been doing your options trading?
Morality.
The true gamble.
options trading, buddy. I'm all about that.
Oh, are we talking about like futures and stuff?
Nah, man, we're talking about that.
That's the
Dogecoin.
real gambling.
Calls.
That is big
Yeah,
gambling.
make big calls. This number will go up.
Yep.
Yeah, R.I.P. someone who believed in oil at the beginning of last year.
Whoops.
LIP to whoever had enough money or enough space to store all that oil they got paid to take.
Yep.
Oh, this is
Where's the money? Where's the money for 2021, boys? What's gonna be big? What are we going all in on?
I don't know.
I'll call it now. Zoom 2.
Oh shit! What does it do?
This is VR.
Zoom, but it's better.
Oh man, don't get, VR's failed so many times. That's a fool's gamble.
This time it'll work.
The VR comes back like every 10 years. Like, trust me, it's gonna be cool this time, and it never is.
No.
It's always cool,
This
it's just
time,
not-
all the schools and businesses will buy into it, so it's perfect.
Yeah, the problem is that it's just
Yeah.
like it doubles the cost of everything for minimal improvements. And by improvements, I mean like it's kind of like the Nintendo Fun Time experience, where like you can write on the screen, you know. That's what VR is. It's just not done very well.
God, fuck.
Back to talking about what crime you'd commit, though.
Yeah, let's get back to that.
What is it?
How about this one, boys? Smart toilets.
What does it know?
What does it do?
I don't want my toilet to know anything.
It analyzes your droppings for you.
Can I link it up? to my friend's smart toilets.
You can, yeah. To see who has the strongest stream.
Yeah, well, not even that. Just like who takes the biggest dump, I think is what it's spelling.
Yeah. Biggest dump, strongest, and longest stream.
Yeah. It just measures volume of whatever
Really
goes into it.
pointless nonsense.
What do you mean pointless? This matters a lot.
It hooks up to your Wi-Fi. It automatically tweets out the weight and time you spent on the toilet. I don't know where to go. I've
Yes.
lost control.
I don't
Don't
know.
they have that in Japan already? Actually,
Smart? No, not that one. It like plays music and washes your butt for you.
no. I
but-
think there is a urinal that like you can play mini games with.
You're thinking of the
being in the right
urinals
spot.
with games on them. Those
Yeah.
exist sort of everywhere
Oh
else.
my
I've
God.
seen them in the US.
Oh wait,
as well.
is it a game that you play with your hands or with your pee?
with
Nah,
your
with
pee.
your pee.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it's about peeing as hard as you can into like the thing. And it, like, will-
You have to aim. Sometimes it's a little like target than me.
yeah.
You know, it's a good way to sell more drinks.
I guess.
You can't play the game if you don't drink.
You gotta like
You're right.
you gotta try to hold it for like an entire day just to like get the high score.
So you
on
can
the whole
ass
toilet.
blast that fucking game.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
go for longest pee.
I wonder who cheats. They just bring in like the
5
bucket.
minutes.
Look at
Jesus
Super
Christ, what's going on
Super
Mo-
No, if you get like above 3 minutes, it starts like flashing warning signs. Call a doctor.
Yeah.
3 minutes? Jesus, that's still very long.
I mean, that's still yeah. I was gonna say, but
3 minutes.
I guess like 2 minutes would be a really big.
2 minutes would be
Alright.
a minute would be a good time.
1 minute is a lot.
I mean, I think for calling a doctor, yeah.
It also analyzes the color.
What do we want to? Oh, now that's probably actually useful.
Orange urine detected. Warning. Warning.
Yeah,
It does it out loud.
homie.
Yeah, this is all in public restrooms too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be okay
So it
for
says
public
warning,
ones if it
warning,
also
you fucked.
warns of common, easily testable through urine diseases.
Yes. Caution, huge log
Why?
dropped. Clog imminent.
It's like a warning. Gonorrhea detected.
Yeah, it's good to know. Public health care.
Exactly. We'll invest in this instead of universal health care.
Anything else? Yeah,
This
it's
is-
useful.
This is a form of universal health care. It's a free gonorrhea check every time you go to that bar and play the game.
I guess. Oh no.
Wow.
Oh, I flubbed it, boys.
You need to
Oh,
now
I
we just
flubbed
gotta
it,
watch
boys.
you need to increase your fiber intake. We're ordering for you.
Okay, no.
But I'd have to get it delivered to a bar.
We have charged $40 to your credit card. Stink
Something about it saying "we" that is so menacing.
Stink scan initiated. Recognize stink. Your card has been charged.
No.
Yeah, the other toilets look over.
Yeah, all the toilets are connected.
They all know your shame.
Yeah, it's
And
actually there's
sometimes
like
they
two
may
big.
chant,
I'm mess-
shame.
I'm-
Shame.
I'm messing this up.
Yeah, above the row of urinals is two big eyes, and then the urinals actually light up independently as if they're teeth to talk.
Terrifying.
Well, look who's back. I'll just call the janitor now, shall I?
That's fucked up.
Well, I mean, if somebody pees all
Not
over the
even
floor
there.
every time.
Finally, the social justice use of facial recognition.
I'm just imagining it lighting up and going, "So you've returned."
You've accepted my challenge.
Well, your death is imminent.
If you wish me to open the toilet, you must answer me these riddles 3.
Oh shit.
Stall door locked.
I hope it locks him inside. At least.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it locks him inside, but it also doesn't let the lid up.
Oh, no.
You must solve the riddles. All right, guys. You're tasked with writing riddles for the toilet. What do you do? What kind of riddles are you coming up with?
I don't know any riddles.
Bathroom ones, or do you just...
I mean, it's up to you.
Or like Sphinx riddles?
No, sphincter
Oh,
riddles.
he knows Sphinx riddles.
Oh yeah, the Sphinxter.
Much funnier than this should be.
Cyan, what crime would you commit?
I'm not talking.
If you had to,
Sure?
if you had to pick one crime to commit for the rest of your life, what crime would it be?
Well, I am thinking about these smart toilets now. I'm just thinking.
Stop changing the subject.
Theoretically.
Answer the
No,
question.
no, I'm not. You know that guy that goes to like the Wendy's and like poops in the sink
Yeah.
just because he can?
Yes.
No.
What does a smart toilet do about that?
It's a smart sink too.
It
Yeah,
sounds
but like
the alarm.
It locks the bathroom door and calls
Yeah,
the police.
Warning.
Is it sentient? Does it get owned?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think the sink could have like a shield or something to stop it. So yes.
Have you seen the picture of the self-cleaning toilet that like someone pooped on it and it just smeared it all the way around the toilet seat?
No.
Seems good.
I don't know why that's so funny to me.
It's the same comedy stylings as Roomba who ran over a dog turd and destroyed your house.
It always comes back to Roombas. I don't even know if Walter was here for Alexa Open Fire.
I don't think so.
Probably
That
not.
was one of the best stories we did in a while.
All right, Walter, let's bring it back. Let's do a classic. How do you feel about the Roomba, but for home defense? Is it okay to to tape a Glock to your Roomba and let it just kill on sight if it detects an intruder?
Yes.
As I mentioned before, Cyan, that's illegal.
Well, Walter thinks it's fine.
It's okay.
That doesn't make it true.
I don't know. In most states, I think killing someone in your house that's an intruder is probably fine.
Okay, wait. Do you have to give
No.
the order?
So
That's what. Yeah, that's what we eventually.
Yeah, that's
decided.
what Alexa Kill was for.
that's where Alexa Open Fire came
I-
in because
well,
I said
yeah.
you can't have any trap that would kill someone.
But now, what I
inside your
do
house.
think, what I decided should happen though, is
Okay,
that,
what if you had a drone with a pistol attached to it, and then you'd fly that drone and kill somebody?
No, it could be more
I guess
advanced.
that doesn't count, but
Walter, let
So-
me present my system to you. Okay,
Go ahead.
the Roomba sees the intruder, and when it does, all the lights turn on in the house, but they're red. There's a special bulb for this. The Roomba starts pointing the gun at them. It screams, and it starts to shake the gun more and more and more until they leave. And only if that doesn't work, then you can give the kill command to have them.
Yeah. What if your trap gives them a fair warning first?
Yeah, that's what I'm
that
saying.
doesn't count.
Oh, it doesn't count.
Trap
Really?
cannot. It can't be a trap that can kill someone.
Let me.
Well, again,
what
I-
about a moat around my home.
I'm not sure if I
If it
call this
doesn't
a trap.
shoot, if it doesn't shoot until given the
So-
word, it's not a trap.
Yes, so that's what I was saying. Like only when it is remote controlled is it not a trap.
Is a
If
Oh,
it
moat
would
no, I got
automatically
it.
shoot anyone it detects in the house, then it's a
is a moat a trap?
Yeah.
But it
I
doesn't.
think it depends on what is inside of the moat.
Well, I
Let's
guess, yeah,
define
it
moat.
depends.
Okay,
What's
I think you
Yeah.
can clearly see if you have a sign. I think it's their fault.
So that depends. Again, that's
Yeah, the
that's a
visibility of the
tricky
sign.
one.
Yeah, how does
Yeah,
the
there's a
like
lot of
warning
factors that
aggressive
go
dog
into that.
sign work if your dog
Well,
mauls
so-
someone that climbs in?
Right. So the reason that's there is because if someone trespasses on your property and you don't have that sign, you could be liable for damage. But if you do have that sign, then you've considered adequate warning.
Okay, so a visible moat around your house and a sign saying "Caution, alligators in moat" is
Should work.
Is
I
okay.
mean,
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, I would
that
honestly
would be a
chalk
weird
up
one.
Hey, wait, hold
a
on, wait.
very similar.
What if
So,
you have a sign that says "Caution, active, deadly Roomba"?
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think Cyan's system would be called, like
Well,
the Roomba upgrade or whatever, right? And you put the sign on the store, like similar to like the ADT signs that you say everywhere.
Yeah.
But instead of that, it says, Roomba death command active.
this Roomba is
Also, the
ready
difference is
and
that,
willing to kill.
Could it tase you? Could we just give it a taser instead? That isn't fine.
Yes, that would be different. That's what I was about to say, because it depends on the lethality of what it is, right? Like, as to whether a sign is enough warning or not.
Well, no, now
Jumped
Or
out.
whether it's even reasonable to have that in the first place.
I have
Like,
a-
I don't think you could have an alligator moat.
Have you ever been to Florida?
could
You
have
absolutely could.
I was going to say,
Now, yes, if you just
You
have
could
a lake
have
on your property and there's
water with
alligators,
alligators
in it,
in them, that's different than
Look.
if I filled a moat around my house
No
and I
one-
put alligators in
it's
it.
a water feature. You're
Yeah, unless you like sign the alligators themselves and like record you throwing it in here and publicly publish it. No one's gonna know how the alligators got in that moat.
all right. Okay.
Well, okay.
If
hold on.
anybody
In
asks,
Florida,
if anybody
yes.
asks, it's a lap pool around your house.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. Here where I live, and in most places, alligators are not part of the natural wildlife, and so if there was an alligator moat around my house, there is no way they got there other than me putting them.
Maybe
there.
this is a Tiger King situation, and somebody has an exotic alligator, and it got loose,
Yeah.
and then it came to your natural lap pool water feature.
Yeah, it's just like the hippos in South America. They weren't there, but now they're there, and you have to deal with them.
That's true. But
Or squirrels in North America.
there's a
what?
Is it squirrels or chipmunks? We didn't have one of those.
We
There's a
definitely
bit-
have
No, we've
squirrels.
had-
That's.
It's squirrel. So there are two types of squirrels, Walter. There's the gray squirrel and the red squirrel.
Oh, there's way more than
North
that.
America has, well, just a basic breakdown of a general grouping. A grouping.
I meant
is what it's called.
pre-England.
So pre-England, gray squirrels existed in the Americas. The red ones did not. However, the gray squirrels have actually done the opposite. They've gone to the old world and are starting to fuck with the other squirrels because they're tougher.
hell yeah. What about the black squirrel?
Black squirrel.
That's
I
a
don't know.
rare genetic mutation that is
Okay.
typically a red or gray. I think it could be either of them. And
I
then
see
they
a
just
lot
end
of
up
I
being
see a
black.
lot of those around my home. Didn't know.
Are you sure those aren't rats, Cyan?
Yeah, they're
No,
they're
Okay.
squirrels.
They have
You
hair
can
on their
tell the
tails. That's the
Yeah.
key difference.
They-
Yeah.
They
I
climb
think
in
you probably
trees.
just have like
Around.
a rare concentration of like a breeding population of them or something, where like
Yeah,
more
yeah,
likely to happen than others.
Also, Kale is obliterating us.
But that doesn't matter.
Not
I
on
need
this
to know something before we move on. What about non-lethal traps? So like the taser's okay, right?
But,
But,
what about
uh,
a Home Alone
uh,
situation? Could
With
Kevin be
proper
prosecuted?
Signage.
With signage, right? But
Yes,
here's the thing though.
absolutely should have been prosecuted for that.
His traps were not deadly.
No, I
the-
really
yes,
need to
they
take
were.
Sorry, hold on.
Kale.
The paint,
So
As
many
they
of
did
them
in
were
the
deadly.
movie,
the
were
paint
clearly
can
not.
to the head.
Okay, yeah. A can to the head would kill you.
I need to know this. So you need to make sure that your home is accessible to like emergency care providers in the event of an
Oh, I see the
emergency.
gingerbread
right?
mummy.
Where's the
Ah.
line? How many how many times am I allowed to impede the EMS guy before I'm breaking the law? Like, can I make like a slippery
I mean,
mud
it
slope
depends
up to
on
my
the
driveway? And I'll call and be like,
What'd you
oh
say?
no. Like a slippery mud slope you have to scramble up on foot in order to get to my front
I
door.
mean,
But there's also like conveyor belts and shit to like keep them away. Like, where's the
Are
line?
you trying to set up Wipeout in front of your house?
Yes, I'm trying to
Yeah.
park at my house, and then I'm gonna call 911 and be like, "Oh no, I've slipped and stubbed my toe. Please save me."
okay,
And then I'm
also,
gonna
you're
point the
just committing
camera outside.
two separate crimes.
Well, okay, I'll like step on some glass or something. It'll be legit. and then my life depends on that guy being able to complete my not deadly, my annoying obstacle course to get to my home. Is it legal?
Yes, you have an
No.
American Ninja Warrior style setup.
I mean, okay, so like a mud slope, you could easily pass off as just a natural feature that you have no control over. The conveyor belts is where it starts to get problematic. Because the
And there-
conveyor belts are clearly there on purpose.
And there will just this is autumn. There will be several holes hidden underneath leaves with pillows at the bottom that the EMS guy will fall into. And there'll be a little smiley face inside, just to let him know I'm feeling playful that day. You know?
I think you'd be better off legally without the pillows, because then you could say you didn't know those holes were there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
As long as there's not like sharpened sticks in the bottom of them.
that's a punching pit.
Yeah, don't do
Yeah.
any of those.
That's very illegal.
What if it's for hunting?
That's still illegal.
You can still make it, I think. Just make it small,
You can
like
make a
rabbit
punching pit
size.
legally.
Yeah, actually, you can use traps for hunting. So let's just say that
Yeah.
there's squirrels around,
Bears.
and you have some slightly above average squirrel killing traps.
Yeah, like a punchy pit.
Quack. Quack.